Hi, Andrew here, and it's Wednesday. Why is that, Jermaine? Because 2 days ago, Monday, I had a rough day. There was no particular reason for it. It was the Monday after a really, really good weekend. I wrote about this on my blog, but thought I'd tell the story. My wife had family visiting from Atlanta, and Saturday, she took kids 1 and 3 to the Canada's Wonderland water park to hang out with her cousin and a couple of her cousin's kids. And they had a very nice time. But kid 2 hurt himself a couple weeks ago. He wiped out on his bike, sprained his wrist, bashed up his arm, and he doesn't trust it yet, so he didn't want to go to an amusement park and water park. So we hung out, just Daddy Kid 2, and it was amazing. We had a long hike, a picnic, we sat by the river, we watched great 80s action movies. Just a really nice time. And Sunday we had an enormous family dinner with the family that was going back to Atlanta, and a great big feast and a hangout and whatever. Monday, I woke up tired, draggy, in the gray mist of depression. No reason for it. I don't know why I didn't get a good night's sleep, but it doesn't matter. One of my triggers for depression is poor sleep. If I get a crappy night's sleep, I'm already fighting it. And I've been good for 3 or 4 weeks. No real major scuffles with my little demon. But Monday was bad. Up until lunchtime. I delivered the kids. They wanted to go bowling, and I took them down to the bowling alley, and I went and did some other stuff. And before I went to pick them up, I was just finishing my lunch and sitting in my backyard staring at the park, and I got a phone call. Wifey called me, and we chatted for a few minutes. It was near the end of her lunchtime too, but I told her I was having a rough day, and we talked about it. And afterwards, things got better. And often these things accumulate. You start out tired and you get hit sideways, and the depression sets in, and it's hard to get out from under it. And the longer you wait that it settles, the harder it gets. Well, I was only 3 or 4 hours in when I talked to my wife about it, and that broke it. And by the end of the workday, I was doing okay again. This all goes back to something I've talked about. Tell someone. Keeping this to yourself is, or at least it would be for me, literally a death sentence. People know something's wrong. Tell them what's wrong. In years gone by, before I admitted this openly and talked to her about it, I wouldn't have, and I'd have struggled with it, and it might have gotten worse, and I might have had another bad sleep, and then boom, I'm buried in it. And I could be buried anywhere from a few days to weeks to months. But the simple act of telling somebody who loves me, somebody whom I love without condition, so that I could talk about it, relieved it, alleviated it, and I got in, and I continued on. So, the key thing here, the thing that I guess I'm trying to stress, find somebody, tell somebody, have somebody that you can talk to. Closer to you, the better. Thanks for watching. That was my time. Now it's your time. And in the meantime, take care, and you'll see me soon.